The next set is made up of Dr. John Olukayode Fayemi. Dr. John Olukayode Fayemi was born February 9, 1965 in Ishan Ekiti in Oye local government area of Ekiti State. He attended Christ School, Ado Ekiti, Federal School of Arts and Science, Ondo State, and proceeded to the University of Lagos for his Bachelor of Arts degree in History and Master's degree in International Relations at the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, in 1987. He obtained his Doctor of Philosophy in War Studies from the prestigious King's College, University of London, England. He has worked as a lecturer, journalist, researcher, and strategy development expert in Nigeria and the United Kingdom. He was a research fellow at the Africa Research and Information Bureau in the United Kingdom. His numerous academic and public policy engagements included serving as advisor on international organizations on various development programs, justice, regional integration, constitutionalism, security sector reform, and the civil-military relations issues. He has also worked with several governments across Africa, including Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana, and Uganda. After an exhaustive academic career, Dr. Fayemi ventured into politics and was sworn in as the governor of Ekiti State on 16th October 2010. He superintended the presidential primaries of the APC, which held in Lagos in December 2014. He also served as the Director of Policy and Research in the APC Presidential Campaign Council. Next one is Mr. Geoffrey Onyeama. Mr. Onyeama from Enugu State was born 59 years ago. He obtained a bachelor's degree in political science from Columbia University in 1977 and proceeded to St. John's College, Cambridge, for another degree and a master's in law in 1980 and 1984, respectively. He was enrolled in the British Bar and the Nigerian Bar in 1981 and 1983, respectively. Geoffrey Onyeama had a rich working career in various capacities from 1988 till date. He has worked as an assistant program officer in 1985 at the World Intellectual Property Organization and rose to the rank and the position of Deputy Director General Development Sector, a position he occupied until his nomination as a minister. Next is Mrs. Amina J. Muhammad, OFR. She was born on 27th of June 1961 in Gombe State. She attended Capital School, Kaduna in 1972 for her primary 6 certificate and Buchan School, Island of Manchester, United Kingdom in 1979 for ordinary level certificate. She further attended Henley Management College, also in the UK, in 1989. A versatile and accomplished mobilizer and project coordinator, Mrs. Amina Mohammed had served as the Senior Special Assistant to the President on MDGs between 2005 and 2007. She also served as National Commissioner, National Human Rights Commission of Nigeria, 2005 to 2007. Mrs. Amina Mohammed is the Assistant Secretary General, Special Advisor to the United Nations Secretary General in New York, United States. Next one is Professor Anthony Gozie Anwuka. Born in 1951, Professor Anthony Gozie Anwuka hails from Oguta local government area of Imo State. Professor Gozie studied English language and literature at the Furabe College, University of Sierra Leone, 1970 to 1974. He obtained his master's degree in education administration and planning at the University of Portland, Oregon, USA in 1975, and bagged a doctorate degree in general curriculum, system analysis, and social studies at the University of Washington, Seattle, USA in 1977. He was a lecturer at the University of Maiduguri and a consultant to the National Teachers Institute, Kaduna, 1983 to 1989. He became a professor of education in 1989 at the Imo State University, now Abia State University, Uturu, and was later appointed Vice Chancellor of the Imo State University. He is a recipient of several laurels and fellowships of professional associations in Nigeria and the United States of America. Mr. President, here is the next set of 4.
Swear to be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. I, John Onyeama, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as a minister of the government of the Federation, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interests of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the 5th schedule of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. That I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as the Minister of the Government of the Federation, except it is required due to the discharge of my duties as a minister. So help me God.
Dr. John Femi Kayode, Ekiti State, Geoffrey Onyeama, Enugu, Mrs. Amina Mohammed Gombe, and Professor Anthony Anwuka from Imo State take their oaths of office and oath of allegiance. And they will now head to, one after the other, to the President's presidential diary and sign one after the other, beginning with Dr. Femi Kayode, the former governor of Ekiti State. As I like his CV. He has a doctorate degree in war studies. It was very new to me. That was the first time I heard somebody have a doctorate degree in war studies. Just wondering the kind of portfolio he will be giving to today. Receive the presidential handshake. Pose for the pictures. Handshake for the vice president, the secretary to the government of the federation and the chief of staff, and heads to the Senate president and the speaker of the House of Representatives and the chairman of the Governors Forum, the governor of Zamfara State. Next to sign the lines, Geoffrey Onyeama from Enugu State. The batch of 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth batch now, which means we have done 16 ministers so far. And we are close to 1 hour into the occasion. All things being equal, we'll finish with the swearing in, which is a segment that will take time before we listen to the president's speech, where he will hand over the portfolios to the different ministers. Geoffrey Onyeama from Enugu State makes way for Mrs. Amina Mohammed, who will now come to sign the dotted lines and receive the presidential handshake and wait for the portfolio. Mrs. Amina Mohammed is used to the presidential villa. In fact, she was the first to arrive for this occasion this morning. And is vast in Millennium Development Code eco issues, and we expect that he will also receive a portfolio where she will function well. Took a bow with the president and then had to have a handshake with the rest of the executive members. Professor Anthony Anwuka represents Imo State, a former Vice Chancellor of the Imo State University. He receives the presidential handshake. Goes to the Vice President, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and the Chief of Staff, and then the Head of Service, and then the Senate President, the Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Thank you, Mr.
And then he
President.
returns.